Hello students, this is Semfano with Esha Academy, where we teach people in demand tech skills. Thank you for tuning into our channel, and we request that you subscribe, share and like and comment on our videos in order for us to keep on producing similar content. Thank you. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about a nested if function. What is a nested if function? A nested if function is an if statement in another if statement. So it means you have an if statement and you have other if statements inside that if statement. It is normally used if the condition has to be met based on two or more, if the decision has to be made based on two or more conditions. So if you have more than two or more conditions, you are going to use a nested if statement. You cannot be able to achieve the decision when you use a single if statement. Let's look at this scenario before we jump into Excel to see how the if statement works. One, the scenario says use an appropriate function to decide whether the student gets the prize money or not. So this is the decision that we have to make. If ever you are supposed to make a decision in Microsoft Excel, you have to know that you have to use the if statement. Let's move on. We don't know yet in this case whether we're going to use the single if statement or the multi-level or nested if statement. So when you move on, the student gets the prize money if they score 25 and above in the test mark and 40 and above in the final mark. So now we have the condition that will guarantee that the student gets the prize money or not. So this is our condition. You will notice that we have two conditions. We say if they get 25 and above in the test mark and also get 40 and above in the final mark, which means if the student gets 10 in the test mark and get 50 in the final mark, which means they are not going to get the prize money, because these two conditions have to be made. They have to get 25 and more in the test and 40 and more in the final mark. So if they get 35 in the final mark and get 40 in the test mark, they do not get the prize money because only one condition is met. So here we are saying that both conditions have to be met in order for the student to get the prize money. If you notice, I have highlighted written in red some weights. They are keywords that you're supposed to use to make a decision as to whether you are using the multi-level or the single level, or what conditions are going to be used, looking at the logical test, what value when the conditions are true, what value when the conditions are false. So if they score 25, so now this if, it shows you that you are using the if statement, right? And then this 25, it shows you that the student must get at least that mark. 25 is the least mark they should get. Then 40 is the least mark they should get for the final mark. So let's check the next statement. They say display the name of the student if both of the above conditions are met, and leave blank if they are not met. So which means what I was saying, that if they get 10 here and 50 for the final mark, it means they are not going to get the prize mark and will leave it blank. But if both these conditions are met, the students are going to get the prize money and will display their name in the fields. Let's head over to our Excel and see how this nested if function or multi-level function works in Excel. Meet you there.